Hey everybody, welcome back. Hope you're doing really well. So today's video, we're doing the Barbie look. I filmed one really quickly yesterday just to take some pictures and film some TikToks and stuff. A lot of you requested a tutorial on it as well, so that's what we're going to do today. Very excited, I love this look, it's really fun. So I'm going to zoom you in and get started on my skin. So the skin I actually kept very simple. The main event was kind of the blush and the eyes, so the actual base itself was pretty simple. So I'm going to start off with the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation in the shade Patagonia. I've been absolutely obsessed with this. I don't think I've even thought about a different foundation since using this. I love it. Super glowy, perfect for this like flawless kind of doll-like base. Then taking the House Labs foundation brush, I'm just gonna buff that in. I'm literally so excited to see the Barbie film. Obviously the LA premiere was last week and I saw some people after it being like, oh, you already know it's Greta Gerwig and it's gonna be a little bit weird, but I think there's gonna be some plot twists in there, which is exciting, so can't wait to see that. Dyed my brows this morning as well, especially for you. They're looking pretty good. Vive Modern Radiance Concealer in the shade Light 5. I'm going to highlight underneath my eyes and add a little bit extra coverage and brightness. Obviously this is Barbie skin, so we want it to be super flawless. Put some on my forehead and then a little bit on my chin and around my nose. And then I'm taking my LH Cosmetics sponge. I'm going to buff that in. I also found this ring this morning. I have no idea where it came from. But how perfect is that? It's a bit big, so I've like had to wedge loads of rings around it, but it does the trick. And to really brighten underneath my eyes, I'm going to take the Pink Honey Pink Camo Concealer. And this is the shade Golden Gun. And just on a soft brush, I'm just going to like really highlight underneath my eyes. Going to look a little bit crazy until we've got everything on, but in the end it gives you that like really flawless, bright Barbie look. And just running it down the side of my nose, almost like a kind of reverse contour. And then whatever's left I'm just going to run across my lid. Obviously we're going to be doing colour today, so I want a nice flat base. I'm going to set everything in place with the Maybelline Superstay 24 Hour Powder. This is the shade 03. This is the powder that I use when I want like full glam. This looks really good for photography, works really nicely with flash as well. And honestly it just makes your skin look airbrushed, which is what we want today. And I want to keep the skin quite matte today, obviously. It's Barbie. She's matte. Now for the fun bits, we're going to start warming up. We're going to get the blush going. This is where it all starts coming together. This is the brand new cream bronzer from Vive. I mentioned that I really wanted to try this in my last video and then Jamie very kindly sent me one. So this is the shade Medium. I've been using it every day since I got it and I absolutely love it. So I'm going to take a Vive Blush and Bronze brush and I'm just going to start warming my skin up with that. So nice. It's like really subtle but also very buildable. Even though it's a cream, it doesn't feel like wet. Some creams are a little bit too creamy. This almost dries down to like a powder finish. So very long lasting. It just looks beautiful on the skin. Along my jaw, a little bit down my neck as well. And then I'm going to run some across my nose. I originally just had these clips on to keep my fringe out of the way, but I actually think they look really cute. They look very Barbie, so I think they're a part of the look. So we can just kind of go around them. And then I'm going to add a little bit more just to give that almost kind of contour vibe. This is Barbie after all. Now blush. As soon as I knew I was filming this look, this blush came to mind straight away. This is the 371 blush from Mina. Obviously Mina are one of my favourite brands ever. And look at this. Ooh, isn't that just the most perfect thing ever? I ended up actually using this on my eyes quite a bit as well. It's just the best thing ever. Just a powder blush and I'm just going to start building up. When I did this look yesterday, I ended up kind of bringing it into the eyeshadow, which I didn't intend to do, but I really liked it. It was very like 80s romantic makeup kind of vibe. So I'm going to do the same today because that's literally one pat in the pan. It's like crazy pigmented. It's so beautiful. It's just the perfect blush for this look. I literally couldn't have used anything else. And yeah, just building that up. You can go harder than you think. This is Barbie. And I'm going to run some of that across my nose as well. This Barbie is sunburnt vibe. Holiday Barbie. There we go, skin is all done, that is it. It's really, really simple. Right, moving on to eyes now. The Bright 2.0 palette from Beauty Bay. This is perfect. Obviously we're sticking with this bottom row here, so I'm going to zoom you in and get going on my eyes. Honestly, yesterday I went into this with no idea what I was going to do. It was a little bit trial and error, but I was happy with how it turned out. So starting with this beautiful baby pink shade, this is the shade Macaron. I'm just going to use a little flat brush and I started by kind of patting that all over the lid. Originally, I thought I wanted to do like a really baby pink pastel situation. Didn't end up happening, but I'm glad it didn't. So I'm pretty sure this brush still has a lot of the blush on it because I ended up kind of mixing the blush and this shadow, so it's a little bit hotter pink, which is where we ended up. And I literally just chucked it on all the way up to the brow bone, didn't really worry too much, and then kind of buffing that out into that blush. I love pink. I feel like I just don't wear it enough, because I think it always put me off because I had pink hair for ages, so I was like so anti wearing pink. But when you have pink hair and you wear pink, it always felt a bit like, oh bless her, she really likes pink. I feel like I was a little bit traumatized by that, but learning to love pink again. And then I'm going to take a little bit of that blush on a little fluffy blending brush, and I'm kind of just going to go into the crease just to create a little bit of shape. It just brings in that like hot pink pop. And take that little flat brush again into the blush, and I'm going to buff it underneath the eye. I do actually have the pink mascara from Mina as well, which I was going to use, but I was like, that might just be overkill. So I'm definitely going to use that in a video at some point because I'm very intrigued by that. And then I'm actually just taking a little bit more of that blush just to really make the eyes and the skin kind of marry together. I love that look. And I think that's it. I was going to add shimmer yesterday, but I loved how it looked really matte. I feel like it was very fresh, very editorial. Now, obviously, we're going to add some black in. This would not be me without adding a little bit in. So we're going to use the House Labs Black Eco Liner. And I'm just going to create a little black baby wing. And I'm just going to use the brush on the end to smudge that out a little bit. I'm going to go in with black shadow in a minute just to like define it a bit more. And then I'm going to tight line. I feel like this is always the step for me that makes the biggest difference. Like as soon as I do that, I'm like, that's a look. And then just keeping it really tight to the lash line all the way along the top. And I'm going to bring it into the inner corner a little bit. And just like a mini little inner corner cat eye. And just taking the black shadow from that palette, the shade Storm, on a little Spectrum Katie Jane Hughes brush. And I'm just going to kind of soften it a little bit. I always like when it's a bit more buffed out. Still very clean, and I actually think the black makes the pink pop even more. Oh my god, also, before I forget, we need to talk about The Idol. I watched it the other night. Obviously, it's only 5 episodes, which I was surprised by. What? Honestly, what a lot to unpack that is. Lily Rose Depp is beautiful. She is literally an angel. She looks gorgeous. Love the look at the end of it where she's got that blue eyeshadow on. She looks amazing. I haven't cringed like that in the longest time. Like, you know when you feel uncomfortable watching something on your own? Like, I was turning it down because I was like, everyone in my house is going to think I'm up to some freaky shit. I actually thought The Weeknd was really good in it. I think he's actually a really good actor. I saw loads of people being like, this was the worst career move, and no. I actually thought he was really good. Even if he wasn't The Weeknd, I think great performance. The like sex scenes were just a lot. Like not even in a hot way, just in a weird way. Like just really cringe. I enjoyed it and I liked it visually. I'm not sure if it's shot on film, maybe. Kind of had that like filmy look about it, and I know Euphoria was shot on film and it's the same guy, so maybe it was, and I think visually it was very nice. But yeah, The Weeknd saying cock is like always going to be in the forefront of my mind now. What? Did he just say cock? And now I can't listen to his music. So thanks for that. And obviously there's really cool people in it, like Troye Sivan's in it, and like Mike Dean is actually in it, which is pretty cool. So, eyes are almost done, so I'm going to go with some mascara. This is the brand new High Key mascara from Beauty Bay. I've been using this for a couple of days now and I really like it. I really like the shape of the brush. It doesn't pick up too much product either, so you don't end up with like really wet lashes. Really lengthening, very black. And where it had a lash lift, some of them kind of poke like too far back, and as soon as you put mascara on it, it can ruin all the work you've just done. So, doing it nice and slowly. And focusing more so on the outer corner lashes just to follow the shape of that wing and create that like very dull eye look. And then we're going to do some little spiky bottom lashes. So to do this I always use the end of the brush and just kind of push upwards more, if that makes sense. Just taking my finger, I kind of pull the ends off of them just so they're not too long, and then kind of squeeze like the sections together. You can use tweezers to do this, but when you have short nails, it kind of works. Oh my god, I just had that moment where I like freaked out. I thought it was Monday. Fucking Thursday. What's wrong with me? I thought I had a meeting. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to join it like this. We're 4 days out, so that's fine. And then little bottom ones. It's always rare for me to like a mascara when it's like brand new. I always like when they've dried out a little bit. But this is so nice. And then I'm just gonna build them up a little bit more. Second layer. Ooh, I actually prefer this to yesterday. You know, sometimes when you do it the second time, it kind of works a bit nicer. You know where you're at. This would look so nice with like individual really piecey false lashes, but I can't be bothered to do that, so sorry. Okay, just lips to go now and then we're all done. So I actually kept the lips quite nude. Could have gone all out and done a pink, but I feel like it was maybe a little bit too much. So I'm going to take Vive Bark Liner. Just want like a nice, very 90s nude lip. Do you know what? I'm going to overline my lips more than usual. And no one can shout at me because this is Barbie look. And I'm going to create it more, don't know why I'm trying to talk. And I'm going to really push that Cupid's bow. I want to create like a very Bratz over the top lip shape. Ooh, that is some lips. And then taking Vive Treasure, obviously my favourite nude lipstick in the whole world. I'm actually going to try patting a little bit of the blush just on the outer corners. I enjoy risking it all when I've got right to the end, you know. I'm actually going to kind of pat it all over. So I'm going to put a gloss on top anyway, and I feel like it might just bring that pink in a little bit more. So after all, we are doing a pink lip. Ooh, I actually quite like that. And then finishing off again with Vive. This is the Lip Dew Glossy Lip Oil. I love this. Obviously just makes your lips look super full. There we go. And there we go. That is the finished Barbie look. There we go, that is the finished look for today's video. I absolutely love this look, I'm obsessed. As always, all the products that I've used will be linked in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching this and thank you for being here as always. Hope you have a beautiful rest of the day and I will see you all very soon. Love you.